All right, good evening and welcome inside Skagit Valley College here at Wally Sigmar Field. Some NWAC soccer on tap on the NORPAC Sports Network. Merrick Parnell joined alongside Jacob Gepner as we bring you Skagit Valley College hosting the Peninsula College Pirates. Let's take a look at both teams. Skagit coming in 3-3 in conference, 4-3 overall. Peninsula College always a powerhouse, 6-0-1 overall, 5-0-1 in conference. Jacob, your thoughts heading into the match here?
Well, definitely it's going to be, as you've mentioned, the Pirates are a powerhouse. They may be the away side here, but they might be the favorite in this game. It's going to come down to how strong this Skagit defense is going to be and what the counterattack is going to look like.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at their last three matches coming in. Skagit 2-1 over their last three. Their last loss didn't come since the 14th of September. They've been playing solid soccer as well. It was a 3-1 final in their last match against Everett. That was back on October 1st. Meanwhile, Peninsula College coming in on a huge winning streak here, as they come in 3-0 over their last three. On October 1st, they picked up a 3-0 victory to Bellevue. So it's both sides that are capable of scoring a ton and putting together a ton of offense. As we continue to count down towards the opening kickoff here, we're going to step away and we'll rejoin you right back for the opening kickoff here on the NORPAC Sports Network.
Are we having issues or?
Welcome back inside Wally Sigmar Field. We had the opening ceremonies continuing here as we count down towards kickoff. We're going to step away for the starting introduction. Be back to join you for the opening kickoff. It's college soccer on the NORPAC Sports Network.
Field, Skagit Valley College, for a matchup pitting the Peninsula Pirates against your Skagit Valley Cardinals. Now, the lineups for the Peninsula Pirates as presented by head coach Jake Hughes. Number 1, in goal, Max Woy. Number 2, on defense, Issei Fujiwara. Number 4 on defense, Jeremy Coelho. Number 5 on defense, Ray Sato. Number 6 in the midfield, Noe Garfias. Number 8 in the midfield, Jamie Joyce. Number 9 at forward, Jeremy Oba. Number 10 in the midfield, Edwin Diaz. Number 11 at forward, Austin Collins. Number 17 on defense, Max Piper. Number 23 in the midfield, Clemens Bordaway. And now for your Skagit Valley Cardinals. As presented by head coach Richard Henderson. Number 3 on defense, Koji Saito. Number 5 on defense, Robbie Spain. Number 6 on defense, Josh Buckland. Number 7 in the midfield, Jesper Lewis. Number 8 in the midfield, Harry Carter. Number 9 at forward, Giovanni Lopez. Number 10 at forward, Rory Heppel-Hayes. Number 11 in the midfield, Ricky Kaji. Number 17 at forward, Diego La Torre. Number 21 in the midfield, Eddie Longhurst. And your goalkeeper, number 30, Shu Kajawiri. Now please rise, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem.
So broadly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back to action here at Wally Sigmar on the campus of Skagit Valley College. We have NWAC soccer on hand on the NORPAC Sports Network between Peninsula and Skagit Valley College here. It should be quite the match, of course. Peninsula always a powerful team, 6-0-1 overall, 5-0-1 in conference. Cardinals have their work cut out for them, huh, Jacob?
Absolutely. Well, as you've mentioned, they haven't lost for quite a while here, but today, as they go against a big top program, it might be the time that streak comes to an end. They're going to have to fight the uphill battle here. They definitely have the roster and the talent. It's just going to be, are they going to be able to capitalize on those few chances they're going to be given all game?
And in pregame, we talked with Coach Rich Henderson with Skagit Valley College, and he was very optimistic and said the Peninsula Pirates have a lot of skilled players, but we do as well, meaning the Skagit Valley Cardinals. We'll see how everything plays out here. We'd like to thank you for joining us on the NORPAC Sports Network. A special hello to those tuning in from the Peninsula and the Port Angeles area to take in tonight's match. It's the first of a doubleheader between the two sides. The men getting things started with the early slate as they'll kick it off here at around 5 o'clock. And then we'll have the women's program up next for the second of our two-game slate. Well, the checks seem to be complete. And we are underway. Skagit Valley Cardinals attacking right to left, dressed in the white tops, red bottoms for their kits. It's the famous All Blacks of Peninsula going from left to right. As the ball's sent out along the far touch line, and we'll see our first throw of the match. We'd like to check out our pregame interview with Coach Rich Henderson. That was on. You can find that on our YouTube channel as well as our Instagram page, norpac.sports. And also check out our website, norpacsn.com. And you can find some links as well as articles, write-ups, and interviews as Peninsula now will get things started.
Well, Peninsula already moving their way into the first offensive chances they've had of the game so far.
They tried to dial up a long ball. That's going to be ushered out. Shu Kwajiri getting the start in net for Skagit Valley College, wearing number 30, dressed in the highlighter yellow kit of the goal. He'll do battle against Max Wothy for Peninsula.
Pirates not taking much time in their back line having possession here. They try to move that ball as forward as fast as they can, it seems.
They are a team that can score when they want. Meanwhile, Skagit trying to put together an offensive opportunity. They'll drive far side, chipped it in low service and cleared out. On the clearance there is Alex Woodbury. And he'll knock that out of play.
Well, that was just a smart move there, forcing the shot to be tight and then being able to get a foot in the way.
They'll take it short. Back out towards the 18. Service and in just over goal. Skagit with their first attempt here. Didn't take long, 2:22. They tried to notch that one home. It would have been huge to get the early go-ahead here, Jacob.
Absolutely. Well, set pieces like that are the most dangerous. Everyone's prepared for the cross in immediately. Taking it short opens up the play field, gives more options there, and almost taking advantage of early here.
Peninsula is a team that you need to stay on top of offensively. They scored 3 goals in their last against Bellevue and 7 goals in 2 games as they picked up a 4-0 result. So there's a whistle in the mid-pitch. Let's take a look at our referee assignments. We have Nick Duncan, the head man in charge, and assisted by Devin Dickman and Aspen Cates Dolio. I think the third team on the pitch. And very fitting, the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin orange tops for the referee crew.
Well, it definitely feels like a nice October day out here.
It's been, beautiful weather. Rain predicted, and then it ended up holding off, at least for now here, as we bring you live college soccer from Mount Vernon in Skagit County. It's Peninsula now trying to move it. Good step defensively by Skagit, and they'll force him back. And that's going to roll out for a Cardinal throw. So far, Skagit Valley, the more aggressive team offensively, already had a quality chance put over. Peninsula did possess it deep on their own end, but it ended up just rolling over the byline. So that's kept in. And Peninsula will try and retreat.
Looks like size is also going to be a factor here, and it's in favor of the Pirates. So a lot of those higher chances in the box where heading's going to be important might go in the way of the Pirates here. We'll have to see how Skagit chooses to make their set pieces on corners.
Peninsula tried to roll that one through, and good step defensively by the Cardinals for the clear. Pressure still up for Peninsula. They'll try and force a turnover off the Skagit Valley throw-in. Header played down. And Skagit looking to counter. But Peninsula is there to get in the way as they'll swing it D to D. Pirates now back over the half line and they'll retreat. They'll try and attack far side. Peninsula trying to put a run together, already past a defender. And they'll send a right footer in, great leaping save. And it's kept out for now. Skagit's going to clear it down the tape right in front of the huddle cam. And they'll try and go quickly. Fujiwara on the throw-in, and they'll send it back. So Coelho appealing for the ball on the inbound. Peninsula now.
Well, Koji Sato had a great clear there. Picked up the rebound from the goalkeeper, dribbled it out to give the space, and it's really hard to miss him with that bright red hair, showing the Cardinals' spirit out there.
And that ball is going to be cleared well into the parking lot here on campus, and a new one thrown in. We'll have a throw in kind of in a dangerous area as we'll see if Peninsula will try and heave it into the 18. Ball whipped in. Skagit doing well to head it away. Couldn't quite mount a counter, but the pressure stepping up for the Cardinals. It's going to roll back to Wothi, who got the start in net. And it's Peninsula now. Patient approach to the Pirates have. We've seen them try and go long a few times. This time trying to blast it along the ground up the middle. The 1-2 cutoff. And going to ground that time was Carter. Peninsula still keeping the offensive run alive. Skagit desperately trying to clear it. Sliding challenge knocks it out. And we're going to have another Pirate throw. Peninsula in front of the Skagit technical area. They want to try to dial it long, but it's cut off by the Pirates.
Pirates haven't spent much of the time this first half so far in their back defensive zone. A lot of it's been in the midfield and pushing forward into that final third.
They'll send it down the tape and out for a goal kick. Good job by the defender ushering out a play. It's Robbie Spain applying the pressure. And Skagit's able to clear it, but that's cut off. High pressure again by Peninsula paying off. They'll roll it into the area. Here's a shot on and just wide. Peninsula is so far the aggressor here, about the 8:30 mark.
Well, that was a great shot attempt there. He was able to go with his outside left foot and go for power when he had just a half step over the defender. However, that comes up just short, leading to the goal kick.
Like that was Jamie Joyce, the attacker there. There's Peninsula just at the top side. Left foot blocked and kept out. And Peninsula will retreat. They like to keep the pressure along the back line just over midline as they'll fly far side and out. 0-0 the score here in the 9th minute. As Skagit's on it for the throw. Headed in front of the Cardinal bench. Skagit trying to generate some offense. It's going to wait though as here's another attack by Peninsula. They'll roll it on through. Out to Fujiwara. And just knocked away, almost in harm's way, but good job by the goalkeeper.
Well, that was a good job finding the open man on the wing, trying to fake the cross inside. Instead, goes for the top corner himself. Keeper was able to be in a good position to get a hand on that.
Said we'll see a corner from Peninsula, far flag. Flown in, a mouth of goal, knocked around, and finally popped back up in the air. We'll see if Skagit can clear. Cardinals now getting numbers forward now. They'll take it near side. On the ball is Heppel Hayes. They'll outlet behind. And they'll swing it again. Saito. Low clearance into the box, tried to cross it. Not a ton of room to operate. Skagit will still possess. And the 1-2 looking nice, Longhurst. And they'll get it far ahead, too far ahead. Giovanni Lopez in pursuit for Skagit Valley.
Goalkeeper did a good job when he picked up that ball, dropping right at the line, making sure he was still inside of his box.
And it's Peninsula now on the move. They'll cross it far side. And the Pirates, a team that likes to play the long ball into the attacking area. Jacob, we've seen contrasting styles as Skagit very much is a dribble it up club. Pirates now dangerous, nicely done defensively. Threat still there and finally cleared.
Well, exactly as you mentioned, the Skagit Valley Cardinals, they really like to slow the ball and control the pace, especially when leading up. They like to keep control, possession, and dribble, whereas the Pirates are just going to send it deep across the field every single time, trying to catch the defense on the wrong side.
And as we saw, the cross sent out a play for another corner. That far side flag has seen a ton of action here into the 12th minute.
Are we in your guys' way? Okay, we're good. Okay.
Here's the oncoming corner, far end. They'll again try and attack mid-mouth a goal. That's going to trickle out. No threat doing. Peninsula again will swing it wide. Nicely cut off by Skagit. Heppel Hayes leading the charge for the Cardinals. Still alive down the byline, and it's out. Heppel Hayes thought he had a lane along the touchline far side.
Well, he did for a moment there, but the speed of the taller defender able to cut off that lane, force him out. That's going to lead to the turnover.
There's Coelho. Peninsula will try and work now. They'll play pass along the back end. And Heppel Hayes in pursuit again. Forces just the play out. And it's a Skagit throw. Good crowd settling in here at Wally Sigmar. It's a turf that fairly new, came in at 2018, or replaced a natural grass surface that around this time of year, Jacob, got pretty unplayable, turned into a bit of a bog. It's a great facility, nice setting here. We have the Cascade Foothills off to our left on your screen.
Well, turf definitely is better to play on in more of your winter, colder months.
They'll dial up a long ball. We'll see if they can sprint to it. Here's Kaji. Ricky Kaji trying to work in. He'll step around, puts a right foot in. Coelho gets that away. Kaji still in pursuit. He goes to ground. And it's going to be a Peninsula throw. Cardinals, a proud soccer tradition, and they've put together several competitive years under Coach Richard Henderson. Also oversees a team in the Western Indoor Soccer League, Bellingham United, and is also pivotal with their outdoor program as well. So that ball's sent out.
We actually saw him play center back in the EPLWA Division II championship.
That's right. It was a Bellingham United Everett FC fixture that we had. You're right, here on the NORPAC Sports Network. You can still watch that game on demand on our YouTube page, and it was Everett FC taking out the long-standing legacy Bellingham United team at home. That was down at Mariner High School. And speaking of United and the Whistle, that season about ready to tip off. Jacobs, you'll be busy during that span.
Absolutely. Well, I will be working with the Everett City FC and their new location over at the Arena Sports in Mill Creek. But they'll still be taking on their big, strong rivalry that they have with Bellingham United. That'll be when I see Richard again next.
Bit of a I-5 rivalry, and really the Whistle, a ton of clubs right along that I-5 line as it's gearing up. They've had success here over the past decade of indoor soccer. Of course, an affiliation with the Major Arena Soccer League and the Tacoma Stars. As Peninsula is going to control again, they'll look to get it forward. Play back into the 18. That's cut off. And on it was Jeremy Oba. They'll try and fly it to the far side. And just too far ahead. They wanted to try and get Pieper dialed up on the touchline. Touchline starting to get worn out over there, I feel like, Jacob, as most of the action's been on that third.
A little bit, and the same with that corner flag. You almost want to just keep it down at this point for every time that you're going to be taking the kick. Skagit's finally getting themselves in a rhythm, though. They've had a couple runs in the box. This one's a big one here.
So that's launched ahead, chasing tightly as Lewis. Jesper Lewis spent time with the outdoor side, Skagit FC, in the EPLWA. Came in the last third of the season for a club that appeared in the semifinals against WE Surf in Spokane. It's back to the Skagit keeper and knocked forward. Regrouping are the Pirates. And again, they'll go far end. Nice step that time by Skagit. Hebel Hayes, he's been busy at both ends.
Let's go, PC! Let's go,
The Peninsula Pirates women's side, who will be playing next, sitting right next to us and showing their support for the school.
Yeah, it's a nice supporter section for the black and gold here.
We'll have to see if the men are just as loud with their cheers as well.
And they've had a long trip to boot, coming all the way around from Port Angeles. NWAC stretching from as far north as Bellingham, just 30 miles above us, and as far west as Peninsula. So Grays Harbor over there. It stretches pretty far south as well, but the North region definitely regarded as one of the toughest.
Absolutely, a lot of strength in programs out here, a lot of deep traditions as well with these programs. Peninsula have like 10 stars over their badge.
They have been a bit like the New York Yankees here in NWAC, with tons of championships to show for it. Such a proud tradition. And it's a facility and a program that's well represented across the world, a great international roster. And that's one thing that Coach Rich Henderson has brought to Skagit, as well as the international feel.
Well, absolutely. We got several players from different regions in the UK. We have about 5 as well from Japan as well out here on the pitch today.
And they're going to dial up one of those. Kaji sends it in for service, knocked away. Had Lewis in the box. And Skagit putting together a threat. Ball went all the way back to the concession restrooms to our left.
Just a long run up for the throw, that's all.
Get a ton of speed going downhill. Just watch your step. They'll flick it again. Nicely done for Kaji. Skagit still on it. Longhurst, and just sent it wide. Longhurst, another player that played this summer and spring with Skagit FC. They played their home matches primarily at Cedar-Woolley High School, and they did play a couple fixtures here at Wally-Sigmar. It's a field that's well shared in the community. You notice the black lacrosse markings as well, a sport you're familiar with, Jacob, as here's the inbound.
Very much so. That's typically how I spend my springs.
You have both the male and female markings. Again, the restraining area. And here's Skagit trying to roll it ahead. A nice challenge to knock it out. And we're going to see a Skagit throw. Longhurst over to the area to take it, just in front of the flag.
Well, this one essentially works as if it's a regular corner set piece, and in fact looks like it's going to be given as a corner.
And they'll take it quickly. Kaji trying to fly that in, and a chance just wide. Offsides, though, will pop. And Skagit, though, almost able to dial it up. We're at a scoreless stalemate here in the 21st minute.
Well, this is a smart plan here from this Skagit Valley coaching staff. They know that they don't quite have the same height on these set pieces that the Pirates do. So instead, they're using smarter tactics. They're playing it towards the middle. They're taking these corners shorter, forcing regular spacing out on the pitch instead of everyone bunched up in the box. It's going to give them the advantage. So far hasn't capitalized, but had a scary couple opportunities there, as we just saw.
Absolutely. It's been mostly on the Peninsula attacking end, but Skagit able to put together a few threatening opportunities.
Another long ball, as you've mentioned.
Score still 0-0 here. To the 22nd minute. Skagit trying to break it out from their own end. And that's thrown on up ahead.
Another dump and run from Skagit here.
I do like the chase on the defensive pressure. Skagit starting to show high.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, they are much more of a dribble possession-based team, and they're still using that to their advantage in that back half. Playing it short, not every ball has to go deep downfield, and they're able to find openings for these long balls to push the entire team forward. Eventually, if they keep this up, they might just find the Pirates on the wrong footing and get a breakaway here.
It's going to roll out for another Pirate throw. Peninsula taking their time to make sure they get numbers forward. Some activity in front of the Skagit bench. Some players up for a warm-up here. No teams have made any changes in the 24th minute. As that's skied over.
Well, he really got the laces on that ball there and just sent that one too high over net.
See the ensuing goal kick here. Skagit trying to work it deep in their own end. Tried to dial it up long. It's touched out. Friendly touch for the Cardinals. Kaji on for the throw. And they'll send it in. Giovanni Lopez dispossessed. Skagit trying to regain possession. It's played out Peninsula ball now. Starting to approach a bit of the twilight hours here as the sun reflecting off the camera. They'll go on the far end. Here's Skagit now. They'll play it back for Lewis. And they'll try and go long back to Kaji. Kaji trying to work down through a physical aggressor from Peninsula unsuccessfully. Here's the Pirates now looking to generate.
Pirates did a great job of winning that one back. They knew they had the size and the length to be able to get that one. Keeping it at the touchline and in, however, really helped open up the chance there.
There's Oba that trying to put a chance on. Not enough mustard behind it. Goes comfortably into the keeper. Shu Kawajiri getting the start in net for the Cards. And that's nicely kicked away by the back line. Giovanni's going to try and swing it out right. That's cut off. A ton of momentum. A player down for Skagit. Right behind the play, and that's sent in for the first goal.
Well, the pressure that was applied from the throw-in at the midfield is what really led that one open, because it kept all the Pirates forward. It forced the Cardinals to make these passes they weren't comfortable making, and they were able to give it away with a lot of space in the midfield. And that led to the first goal so far at the 26-minute mark.
So PC getting on the board. The injured player still down for Skagit. This Peninsula's taken a 1-0 lead. It took till the 26th minute to do so as they attend to the injured player. The clock's still continuing to run. Of course, NCAA put in the rule to stop as soon as the trainer comes on the pitch. The NWAC not yet adopting that rule. So we'll have some stoppage time most definitely here, Jacob.
Well, this is a good rest opportunity. Obviously, never good when a player is injured, but this is a good catch of breath for this Skagit side. They've conceded the goal, but they're still have a lot of time still to play, about 70 minutes still to go, 60 minutes, sorry, still to go in this game. They can just reconvene with their coach, take a break, a breather here, and they'll continue moving up and down the pitch.
An extended injury timeout, and we saw the player go down right behind the play on that scoring attack by PC. And we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to step away. We'll be right back with more NWAC Soccer on the NORPAC Sports Network. And welcome back here on the other side of an injury timeout taken. It looks like the injured player is Rory Heppel-Hayes for the Cardinals, replaced by Yushi Tanaka for Skagit Valley. The first change, and it's a forced change due to the injury.
Well, that's going to be a big blow to this Skagit side. Not only are they losing their number 10, but they're also losing a man who's done a phenomenal job so far here tonight on defense and offense.
Try and dial up Tanaka fresh off the bench, and a handball is going to be whistled there. So the handball restart, and they're ready to play out of the back. They'll go far end.
Skagit trying to stretch the field, still playing with their possession-based style, as this one's pocketed.
Peninsula looking for more. They've had success down that near third, and they're unable to step back in.
Well, that was a great takeaway chance there by Skagit. Able to get back in time and steal one back here. Now on the offensive.
That's Tanaka curling, and they'll reset.
Skagit changing sides of the pitch quite often.
Trying to dial up a look. Again, they'll go back along the far third. Try to line up Tanaka. He's going to chase, though. Skagit chasing a 1-0 lead here. It's a goal in the 26th minute by Peninsula. They broke the scoreless tie. We're going to get a far tape, and the offsides flag will raise.
Well, that's just unfortunate for the Cardinals. They were finally getting something going there, and just a step too early, went on the run just a hair soon, and offsides is going to be the call.
Ball played back into center. Peninsula looking to add more. Pirates have to retreat, and they'll switch back to the middle. Almost had a step on it, was Lewis. Jesper Lewis, an aggressive player, and has the size to do so. One of the taller players on the pitch currently for the Cardinals. Here's Peninsula. Good defensive effort to cut off. And it's played out for the Cardinals throw.
Good work there with the defense being able to force that ball out of bounds off of a Pirates player.
Here's Skagit Valley now breaking out near touchline. Tanaka, he's fouled, and a free kick's awarded.
I think that might be the first free kick we've seen of the game so far.
Skagit wanted to go quickly. They'll pull it back and take a more calculated approach. On the ball is Longhurst, as well as Lewis. See what kind of service they can get in. Numbers at the top of the area on the far side of your screen.
Bit too far to go for goal, but can they find the favorable cross in? Ball's played a little too low.
This low service in, as you mentioned, Jacob. See if the Pirates can counter as they'll try and get numbers forward. Here's Collins off the touch. Collins had it through and back to the keeper safely. Kawajiri on it, not going to take any more chances to concede another. Skagit trying to work it back from their own area. Instead, it's Peninsula. Now the Cardinals win it briefly, and that's knocked out for a throw.
Sounded like a big 50-50 challenge there that definitely went one way.
You could hear the boom off the boot on the far end. Skagit now from their own defending third. We'll roll it across. Tanaka marked up, trying to gain inside leverage. Instead, it's played back too tough, and it's a Skagit corner.
Well, that's why you always make the run. Even if it looks like it's going over you, sometimes you can make the defender make a mistake, just like what happened there, and that's a great run from number 19 of the Cardinals.
They tried to play it back to the keeper. That's Max Worthy getting the nod and goal today. Instead, just played it way too far and fast. And we're going to see our corner, as you mentioned, Jacob.
Taken short yet again seems to be the favorable style here for Skagit.
To Kaji, tried to fly it into the 18. Peninsula, though, can they get there for the counter? Collins racing and knocked forward. Skagit now playing with newfound life. Kaji trying to work past through defenders. It's a double team applied near end. Back to Kaji. Ball still kept alive over the line. Lewis chasing. Skagit able to hold. It's Collins. Up head to Oba. And it's rolled out. Peninsula will have possession here in the 36th.
Koji did everything he could, but defender was just bigger in size, forced him to make a touch on the ball, and that goes out. Now the Pirates escape what was a big pressure chance from the Cardinals.
They'll soar at far side. And Lewis able there to knock it away. Wanted to try and find Tanaka. A bit of a late flash, though. And it's taken by Longhurst. There's Eddie Longhurst in all alone, trying to work against three defenders. Crossed over to Tanaka. And Tanaka just stopped. I think he thought he might have been in the offsides position as Peninsula will regroup. Up to Kaji. And he's grabbed, and the whistle comes and the foul. The card is coming out here. As they're going to give Fujiwara, that's Issei, getting his name in the officials' book. It's a yellow card here in the 37th minute.
Cardinals now have another deep free kick from about the same distance as their previous one.
Kind of feel the pace of the game almost kind of switch there. Could we see some momentum building for the Cardinals? Longhurst flies that one in. Tanaka at the other end, just over his head. It's kept in and finally played out for a goal kick.
Well, that was a well-played ball there, but again, that's where we mentioned it. That size was not going to be in favor of the Cardinals here today. Instead of being able to get a header on that one, they had to play that one down at the feet, and it goes out for a goal kick.
They'll soar that one near tape. Pinballed around. Here's Oba. Oba chugging into the 18, steps back over Centro and lost possession, and a foul's going to be called here.
Another foul on the Pirates.
Been a bit too aggressive for referee Nick Duncan's liking. Saw our first yellow back in the 37th minute. Fujara went into the book. It's been a fairly clean game played by Skagit here. Tried to dial up Tanaka again. Pressure coming. Peninsula trying to dribble out. As they'll retreat briefly. About the 39th minute here of the first half. Peninsula now switching yet again. Tons of time from the far side to fly that in. And the keeper doing well to keep that out, Kawajiri.
That was a good chance there. No one was able to make a run in the box, but just in case the keeper wasn't able to get there, it was a little bit high, but he is able to make the catch, and that's going to keep Skagit alive and in this game.
And you saw him with the extra effort to make sure that He extended his arms on the right side of the goal line. Seen some of those balls where the keeper had secured the save but let the ball cross over. It's really an unfortunate goal with 5 minutes to play here as we're into the 40th. They'll get it ahead to Lewis. Jesper Lewis, a low cross in. That's cut off. Peninsula trying to work it out. Nice pressure by Skagit. Here's Longhurst working around Oba. And a sliding challenge is going to send that out for a corner.
Well, that was a great dribble by Longhurst. He knew he had to get it around, had to force the Pirates to make a touch, and that's going to be what gives them this corner here late in the first half.
Skagit trying to equalize. Will 5 minutes be enough, as you mentioned, Jacob? So we're almost into the 41st minute. 1-0 the score. There's the service in, punched out. Worthy doing well.
One of the first times we've seen Skagit actually just take a corner.
As Collins fouled a bit of a tactical foul. As it's going to be Koji Saito into the book. So a player for each team now into the referee's book, both shown yellows.
That was kind of a smart yellow to take there if you're Kaiji, though. Really had no chance there. He was beat. He knew if he didn't foul him at least, then that ball was going to be potentially a one-on-one chance for the goalkeeper.
A good professional foul, as they'll refer to it. One player in the MLS that comes to mind that made a great career, Lamar Nagel, able to get past a few counterattacks, doing the same thing to prevent any kind of chances as that trickles out. It's going to be a Skagit goal kick.
Unfortunately, if you're a Sounders fan, you can't quite say the same thing about Nuhu.
Sounders, though, in an exciting rivalry match against Portland last week.
Led to the 1-0 victory as well.
Another great installment in the Cascadia rivalry. Tanaka, can he catch up to it? Instead, rolls over the byline and out. About 3 minutes to play here in the opening half.
I also expect about 3 minutes of extra time potentially added on due to the injury we saw earlier.
That's a great point, and it was an extended injury timeout.
Though if Skagit's going to capitalize, it would preferably be now. Currently, the sun is in the eyes of the Pirates goalkeeper. If they're able to get another chance here, might play in their favor.
Skagit trying to run ahead. Here's Lewis on the ball with a chance. Great kick save. What a play by Max Worthy coming out and denying the opportunity.
Well, that's one he's going to want back. I mean, he did well to be able to get it, and it goes out for a corner, sure, but that's one of those one-on-one with the keepers you should be able to make. How the keeper was able to get there, I'm still questioning a little bit.
Great talent and perseverance shown by the keeper.
Skagit went long in their last corner. This time they're going to do the same again.
It's near post, still loose. There's the swing and a miss. Skagit, though, keeping possession in the attacking third.
That was a great punch there. You may not have been able to see by the goalkeeper of the Pirates. Sent that one up, and good defensive clearance after that from the center backs.
And one thing as well that you may be able to see is our banners around the pitch. You see the one to the left of the goal that's brought to you by Anacortes Printing and Signs on Commercial Street. Right as you come into town, they've printed several of our banners. I'd like to thank them for being a partner on today's broadcast. Also brought you our Super Cup match that was right here this summer. So a very good one, Rat City and International FC. It's International FC able to hold off Rat City. And you can watch that one as well on demand on the NORPAC Sports Network. And Anacortes Printing and Signs also gave us our sticker graphics that we've been able to brand all of our equipment with. So that's thrown in.
We were supposed to put it on equipment. I've just been putting them everywhere.
Well, that's good too. Just not on the stop signs. 'Cause it's pushed out. We have some new stickers coming as well from LeMaster Graphics up in Bellingham. Can't wait to get those passed out. And check out what those new designs will look like on our Instagram page, norpac.sports. You can check out our website as well at norpacsn.com as that's thrown forward. Skagit trying to step.
Well, we've hit our 45-minute mark, so we're all in injury time at this point.
Peninsula now trying to get one more before the half. Chasing out of the box, and it's in. It's another aggressive touch put on for Peninsula's second goal. It looks like Obed is going to be the man on the ball.
Well, that was a great chance there. Skagit was really trying to push everyone forward to get it back, and instead that back line was just a little too high, forced to go all the way back. And Obed's able to run forward, just get a touch to curve it around the goalkeeper, who was in the proper position, but a little unlucky on that one-on-one positioning.
So Jeremy Oba makes it 2-0 here in the stoppage time.
They say the most dangerous scoreline is 2-0. We'll have to see how the second half goes for the Cardinals.
Peninsula not scaling back their aggression here. That was a great ball forward with a full head of steam. You gotta like the relentless attack by the Pirates. Back in the stoppage time, will Skagit trying at least notch one before as Lewis lets that one rip for the field goal.
That's even over the catch net. That is just completely into the next field.
And that's going to be enough for the referee in charge. The first half whistle has come to an end. It's Peninsula up 2-0. As we're going to take a break, we'll be right back for second half action here on the NORPAC Sports Network. And welcome back inside Wally Sigmar Field, the home side of tonight's contest here on Skagit Valley College, as the Cardinals currently trail 2-0 against Peninsula. It was a goal by Collins in the 26th minute and a 45th minute goal by Oba to make it 2-0. Jacob, if you're Skagit, what needs to be done to try and come back here?
Well, I think you definitely got to keep pressuring like you were in the start of the second half here, but you got to start it earlier. They took about 10-15 minutes to build in that first half before they finally started showing some pressure, and they just can't afford to waste that time right now, especially if you want to win. You need 3 goals, and they need to make sure that their back line isn't too far forward. That's how that second goal came about. So they're going to really have to rely on this midfield.
And we're back underway here. The teams will switch sides of the pitch, as it's going to be Peninsula attacking right to left. Skagit, dressed in the white tops, will go left to right. As they'll send a long ball far end. Giovanni Lopez chasing, and it's ushered out. Right in front of the technical area. It's going to be quickly taken by Skagit. Here's Tanaka. Swings it over to Lewis. Lewis trying to notch it into the box. Let it rip, but right into the feet of a defender. Oba holding off the defender that time, and Skagit's able to retake possession, and they'll play it back.
One of the few times we've seen Skagit actually have to play it back. Normally, they just lose it in the midfield and are forced to go back. This time, they smartly kept possession, and we have an offsides here. Wasn't quite sure if that was an offsides trap intentionally or if the player just happened to be offsides, but it works in favor either way for this Skagit side.
It's going to put a stop to the offensive surge. And Peninsula was starting to look threatening, as it's going to be Diego La Torre in. Skagit only really one change, and that was Tanaka coming in for the injured player back in the first half.
Tanaka's done a good job making some very important runs, which have led to free kicks and chances for corners.
Get it out to Lewis. Good opportunity, La Torre, and it's taken away. Skagit, they could have put something together there. It could have been a threatening chance. Instead, it's Peninsula, and they'll fly it too far ahead.
All the way to the NORPAC bench.
Right in front of our area here on the knoll here at Wally Sigmar. Very nice grounds here in the NWAC. Here in scenic Mount Vernon, we have the Cascade Foothills off to our left as the sun gets deeper and deeper over the horizon. Up towards Anacortes and LaConner to our west. So you have 2 balls on the field at once. And it's going to be played out. Skagit said, oh man, you stopped an opportunity.
Definitely more frustrating, but smart from the goalkeeper.
And there's a yellow card coming out here over to the bench. They're going to show it to Rich Henderson, the head coach for Skagit, so he's going in the book.
You can understand the frustration in having some words with the referee, as that was a big opportunity squandered for Skagit to no fault of their own. Goalkeeper scoops this one up pretty quickly here.
And we talked to Coach Henderson in the pregame. You can check out that interview on our Instagram page, NORPAC.sports, as well as YouTube, as that's going to be played out for a throw. It's ripped in and pushed back. Skagit trying to gain some kind of momentum as Robbie Spain is on the ball. Interfered with slightly. Spain, one of the taller players on for Skagit, as that's sent over to Tanaka, but he's offsides.
Skagit really coming out with that aggression. We mentioned they kind of had to, and they've been showing it so far early here in the second.
Peninsula is going to roll it forward to the spot of the offsides. It's going to be taken. Peninsula switch sides. Is Coelho able to throw it ahead? Collins chasing, and it's going to be a Peninsula throw.
Koji with an excellent header stopping that play from progressing any further.
Kept back, cross, good prevent, trying to get any kind of service in by the defense. Knocked forward, top of the 18. Peninsula still threatening. They'll chug into the area. Left footer put on. Action in front. Oba not able to connect. Peninsula still possesses point blank. They're going to curl.
Defense.
Back up top. Cardinals able to take it away.
Defense was doing a good job inside the box to stand tall. And now for a third time, they're giving it away close to the 18.
Jamie Joyce as Oba throws it forward. Offsides will be called. And no goal as there's 2 injured players, 1 for each side.
Substitute called for Pirates, number 17 it looks like.
As that's 17 is Max Pieper. Also looks like it's Eddie Longhurst down for the Cardinals. Trainers on for both sides. We'll have some attention given to both sides here. It's our second injury timeout, really. We had one in the first half. It's quite a long one, this one as well. 2 players down. And we're going to go ahead and step away for a brief break. We'll be right back for more college soccer on the NWAC Sports Network. And welcome back here in injury timeout. So player is leaving the surface for Peninsula. So it's going to be Max Pieper, the freshman midfielder, is ushered off by the assistant coach and the trainer as well. Eddie Longhurst also down for Skagit. Longhurst has since regained his footing, and it was all off of an offsides call. It was promising, though, for Peninsula until the offsides flag. Tanaka has that kicked away. Coelho. Skagit trying to step up, and the shift applied. It was Kaji able to win the bounce out. The injured Peninsula player now into the trainer's tent on the far side on the trainer's table. Meanwhile, play continues. Kept in, far side, flown forward.
Well, it was smart of Skagit taking that throw in quickly and playing it short. However, the defensive pressure came up big there. And now they're all the way back to their own goalkeeper again.
2-0 here with Peninsula in the lead here into the 54th minute as the Pirates will win possession. So they have the throw in front of their technical area.
And remember, the last goal we just saw was waved off from an offsides and then the double injury.
Collins tried to work into the teeth of the defense. Instead, it's Skagit keeping it in. There's Latorre that played it back. Latorre turned around looking for the ball too quick. Off the roller. One thing with the shorter grass here on the artificial surface is it's kind of like marbles on cement here, Jacob.
It is a much faster ball on turf than it is on grass. That is for sure.
See, the majority of the schools go to the artificial surface. This one here at Wally Sigmar came in 2018. Part of the upgrades included these brand new LED lights that are starting to take some effect here as we approach the evening hour, 6:20 to be exact. It's our first of 2 matches here on NORPAC as we have the Peninsula Women's taking on Skagit here at home as the ball is jockeyed at midfield and played back by Skagit. They'll go near side. And the unfortunate touch, Latorre fielded out. Pressure, though, coming by Jamie Joyce. A substitution coming on here for Peninsula. It's Angel Sandoval into the match.
Looks like off's going to come number 8 for this side.
As that's Joyce for Peninsula. Unfortunate touch. Oba on it. He's dispossessed. Peninsula, though, will regain. They'll switch far end. Trying to push that forward with Sandoval. And it's played out. It's going to be a Pirate throw in the 56th minute. On forward, knocked away. Skagit trying to counter, and they'll do so crossing sides. Latorre. Good heel back to Centro.
Was indeed a very good back heel.
Latorre wants to get it back to Longhurst. They'll go near side. There's Josh Buckland. There's some physical play off the ball. Tanaka gets it ahead. Tanaka trying to track midair, and that's headed out of danger by Peninsula.
Well, that's the exact play that this Cardinal side's been looking for. Find some pressure, move the ball forward quickly. Tanaka is able to do so, it just isn't able to find it in the air until it's already hit the ground at the defender's feet.
Substitutions on for Skagit. It's going to be Harry Carter out. Try and check the new player here. It looks like it might be Ernie Zuniga. Zuniga played last year at Mount Vernon High School. He's a freshman this year and played under the Bear Ibarra system. And Bear himself, the head coach of Mount Vernon, an alumni here, a two-sport athlete, in fact, playing both baseball and soccer, and currently the head coach at a very successful Mount Vernon High program just down the road. They'll send that one forward.
First time we've really seen the goalkeeper for this Pirates side have to make a save.
Worthy had that one denying almost a breakaway chance. It was a kick save. But other than that, largely unscathed. But can Skagit put together something here? Giovanni Lopez. They'll swing it back out wide. Kaji. And just sent over.
Let's see if we can help out this Skagit side a little bit. So far, it's been a shutout and a clean sheet for the Pirates side.
Diego Latore trying to get ahead on it. In the 2025 campaign, Peninsula has scored 32 goals. And so far, their goals against average, Jacob, just .29. It's like a Roger Clemens-like ERA.
Well, that is definitely what you'd rather see as another foul.
Collins is fouled here. Yeah, taking a look at some of the stats in general, Peninsula scored 30 conference goals and allowing just one all year. It's pretty impressive. 6-0-1 overall.
And you said in 7 games, correct?
That's correct. A blistering pace. Looking at Skagit, they've kicked in 8, allowed 11 here early in the year. 4-3 overall record. And right now they're in a battle against a very good Peninsula side. Skagit, though, allowing 2 goals in the 26th and 1 in the 45th. But other than that, they've seemed to hold pretty tightly. They had an early injury that they had to deal with, and that brought Tanaka in.
That injury also came exactly at the same time when that first goal did. You wonder how much of an impact that changed the play, having a man down.
Yeah, Peninsula seeing that and going right at the defense, knowing they had a man advantage. Here's Tanaka. Can Tanaka touch it through? Woithy's out. Ball still alive. The player taken out, and we're going to have a penalty called. The card is going to come out, and Skagit's going to have their first big opportunity here of the second half via set piece.
Well, that was very clearly a foul on Woithy. He had to. He came all the way out of the box, made the first stop, realized he didn't get the rebound, and just grabbed the foot of the defender.
The unofficial referee evaluators voicing their decision with it. And it's going to be Longhurst and Lewis up top. Can Skagit break their scoreless streak?
So it was being said the foul was committed outside the box. This is not going to be a penalty kick. Instead, it's going to be about a 19-yard free kick.
So we'll see Lewis on the ball as well, Longhurst. They'll put 2 men either side. Some misdirection. It's going to be Lewis that takes it. He whips it right into the wall. Ball carried out. Physical play kept in. Here's Longhurst. Serves it back in. Back post! And what a save by Woithy! Leaping to knock that one through in the 62nd minute.
Well, that 100% should be a goal for Skagit right there. That's the goalkeeper making the difference in this game right now. That was impressive.
Absolutely. Keeping the clean sheet. Again, they've allowed just 1 goal all year. Skagit's going to try and turn that trend around. Ball still loose in the 18. Kept in, sent back towards goal. And it's going to be Peninsula that's going to break out. What a stand by the defense. Here's Collins now on the offensive end. Collins cuts it back centro, lets a kick go and knocked away. A goaltending gem on the other side for Skagit. It's Kawajiri knocking it through, and we all have a whistle here.
Well, both sides doing a phenomenal job here of remaining this second half so far with a scoreless half. Big chances have come either side. No one's been able to quite capitalize yet, though many opportunities and many arguably chances that should have been had it not been for the goalkeeping.
Skagit trying to mount a comeback here. It'd be the first time that they've won a pair of games here. Actually, I stand corrected. They've won two in a row previous, so they're looking to do that for a second time. But it's a tough task as they trail 2-0 here in the 63rd. Skagit trying to turn with Lewis. Shows inside. Lopez. Back out to Latore. Longhurst. Zuniga. Trying to work it inside. And cleared out. Skagit trying to appeal for the call instead. Peninsula will try and fly it to Oba. And Skagit's going to settle under for the clearance. Ball back up midline. And they'll take it right back down the middle.
Bit of a back and forth this midfield for either side as this one goes off sides. They've really been fighting for it back and forth, both finding counter opportunities.
Another whistle here, far side.
There's an offside call by the referee, and I think an appropriate one. Though, as we mentioned, the unpaid referees, they're starting to be heard.
To knock on it, he goes to ground, and a foul's going to be called. Sun beginning to set here. It should be a very nice sunset indeed here at Wally Sigmar. Meanwhile, Latorre send it ahead to Lewis. Jesper Lewis plays it inside the area. Longhurst on it, can't make the turn, and that's knocked out. It's going to go into the baseball diamond directly behind us, Skagit Dreamfield. It's another shining jewel of the baseball NWAC.
It's going to be a deep throw here.
It's going to be looping into the 18. Nice back set. Skagit acting like they're going to play the bicycle through. Instead, it's Peninsula on the counter. Ball kept alive in front of the Skagit bench. And they'll turn back. Skagit's going to win possession here off the throw.
Skagit have done a good job about being very aggressive and trying to fight in to get the goal here. But Wothy's done a phenomenal job as well of not letting them have many opportunities, and the ones they have, he's just robbed them blatantly.
Ball sit down, Angels Sandoval pursuing. Still keeping going, the spark plug after coming in. As the breakout's going to be stopped, Collins on it, trying to slice through two defenders, lays it back up. Here's Collins again off the touch, he's taken down.
Referee says all ball and will continue on.
Business as usual as Tanaka comes back. Tanaka trying to blast through. Skagit here pressuring, that's sent out of play. See a ball sent in by the Cardinals via the throw. Player went to ground for the Cardinals, and a foul will be whistled. It's going to be a free kick for Skagit.
Third free kick in about the same spot that we've seen this Skagit side have. The other two haven't been able to turn into much for them. Could they finally, now that they've got some momentum, get something going here?
It's going to be two men on the ball. It's going to be taken very closely. Swung out to Lewis. Service put in, but that's cleared out. Skagit again with the turn. And they tried to have Lopez, but Lopez went to ground. And Wothy's going to boot it away. Here in the 68th minute, Peninsula still leading 2-0. Skagit has not had much in the way of chances. A couple opportunities, one being a set piece on the free kick just outside the 18. It's a sliding challenge. The Skagit bench irate. The Cards stay put.
That was definitely a rougher challenge than we've seen previously.
Whenever you see the spikes on the boot elevated, it's going to draw a crowd and some complaints, as that's sent back to the opposite touchline and now. See if Skagit can step and try and pin the Pirates. Bodies flying everywhere. It's a foul against Skagit.
Well, they brought the pressure for the pin. Unfortunately, they brought a little too much pressure for the pin, and it's going to be a big free kick. Help the Pirates escape the corner.
One thing Peninsula has done extremely well is holding possession of the ball as they'll do so in the attacking third. This announcer's jinx pays off as Skagit's able to slide that one through.
Do it again. Do it again.
Here's Peninsula now far end. Both teams trying to get possession. As it pickleballs back and forth as there's the Blackburn Pavilion in the background here. Collins tries to cut in and all alone, and a great piece of defending applied. That was Robbie Spain getting a boot in the way.
Skagit's done a good job with their defense, being able to see the attack and limit how many options have been available to the Pirates here. And they've been doing a great job in the midfield pressing this ball forward, but nothing's able to be paid off just yet for them. Pirates now starting to switch the momentum towards their direction.
Peninsula now is going to settle. Here's Oba. They'll get it ahead in a territory, and what a save. Good wind up on the play, Eddie Diaz. Tried to get the left foot to go. Said the Skagit keeper slamming the door.
He watched that one the entire way and made sure that one went nowhere except the breadbasket.
Ball thrown back in. Again, a beautiful sunset in the background there from our camera shot. Peninsula now slowing things down tempo-wise in the 71st. They're content to try and take as much time as possible off the clock. They try and dial it up. That's cut off at midfield. That's going to be knocked down and into the tents near the technical area.
Well, that is a very pretty sunset for sure.
Out west towards Anacortes and LaConner. Sure, it's very nice. Coopville as well, and Oak Harbor on Whidbey Island getting the full experience of the sunset. One of the great things that makes Skagit County so beautiful, of course, the home county to Skagit Valley College here in Mount Vernon. There's Peninsula now. They'll curl back. Tanaka picking up the pressure.
Tanaka almost got himself a boot on that one.
And instead, here's Sandoval for Peninsula. They'll swing it out to Diaz. And Diaz plays that back into Centro. Left foot put on and sent over. Yes, getting a good knock on at that time was Clemens Bordwick.
That wasn't necessarily a bad shot from about 25 out either. Only just a couple feet above the top bar there.
So it's Clemens Bordwick, the freshman midfielder, putting it across for a field goal or 3 points in Gaelic football. Goal kick taken short. Skagit trying to dial it back up, and that's played out.
Watch much Gaelic football there, Merrick?
I have. There's actually a Parnell Gaelic football club that also hurls in the city of Dublin. I've not made it back to the grounds, but it is something. And every St. Patrick's Day in Butte, they would put on a hurling match as well. So I've seen 3 or 4 of those. Not as much Gaelic football, but it's a game of the motherland. How about yourself, Jacob?
You know, been to Ireland, didn't really watch much sports, unfortunately, while there.
I think growing up as well with Sky Sports in the early days, they showed a ton of Aussie rules as that's rolled through. Oba tried to step on it, and no more trouble other than that. Yeah, of course, Sky Sports showing lots of hurling as well as Gaelic football, and then Australian rule sevens.
Especially if you're a fan of the Seahawks punter, you'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, John Ryan, of course, and now he's ventured into baseball ownership as one of the owners of the Portland Pickles, who have finished a runner-up in the West Coast League. They lost to Bellingham, and they won the year before the championship in the West Coast League. There's Bellingham, the site for that, and several Skagit Valley Cardinal baseball players have made appearances in the league. Of course, their head coach, Grady T, experience down in Cowlitz and in the league as well before coming here to Skagit. That's sent forward to Sandoval, knocked through, and the keeper's there to stave the danger.
Phenomenal performance in the second half from the Skagit Valley's goalkeeper. He's done everything to be all over his technical box. Several key saves keeping Skagit in this game.
We're in the 75th minute. The clock has stopped here. I'm sure it's kept officially on the far side. Every pitch has its own quirks. So here's Lopez. Lopez serving it in. Low cross, still alive. Skagit trying to fight for it. And Worthy wisely boots it away. Clock again stopped at 75s. And it's going to be a pair of substitutions coming on for Skagit. Going to see a Skagit throw here. So now it's into the 76th minute, just a short delay. As both teams start to warm up on one of the greens in front of the classrooms. Skagit Valley College also home to an on-campus radio station, KSVR, as that's kicked away, and a foul will be called. It's 91.7 on the dial. See if maybe eventually, Jacob, they'll take some of our air and simulcast some of our games here, as we will bring you this soccer match and then also an upcoming volleyball contest as well. Meanwhile, a lot of soccer to be played. There's an opportunity for Peninsula, and what a sliding challenge to knock that out of play. That was Noah Moe, and I think he's regretting not pulling the trigger sooner.
Well, Koji Suto did a phenomenal job, chased him down the entire way, and got there on a pinpoint perfect tackle to force the corner here.
Peninsula, corner from the near flag. Sent out, just over. Peninsula able to get ahead on it with Coelho from the 6-yard box. Instead, heads over, clear of danger, right over the crossbar. 77th minute here. Of course, we did have a 2-minute delay in the clock. For the times being officially kept by our referee in charge, Nick Duncan. Shots rolled out. It's headed forward.
Well, the Pirates bench thought that was their throw-in. Referee says otherwise.
Let's see. Another throw. Cardinals running to the spot. They'll get it into Tanaka. Tried to flip that forward. Up to Sandoval. Has to kind of backtrack to get it. Pursued tightly by Latorre. Tanaka physically defending. Hands come off. And there's a hard open ice check.
Tanaka able to win that one for Skagit. Help stop that play, which could have led to another dangerous scoring attempt.
Jack Norman has a discussion with the referee. A hard challenge. Tanaka doing well to sell.
This one taken by the goalkeeper, sends it deep, trying to get the extra man down the field.
Was a pile of bodies in on it this time as Manasalo came off the bench. Here's the Pirates now. 2-goal lead is not enough for Peninsula. They put a shot on near side and that's saved. Skagit trying to muster some late match energy. They'll need it as they trail by a pair. Play on, says the referee. Advantage being indicated. And they'll go back. There's Lei Saito. Trying to switch that far end. Pressure coming from Latore, and a nice turn by Peninsula. And they'll retreat back.
Skagit really doing a great job on the press here, forcing this ball back towards the Pirates' defensive half.
They do not want to be shut out, and as we talked about earlier in the half, Peninsula only allowing 1 goal here in the 25 campaign. Skagit would love to make it 2. It's been an impressive start to the season for Peninsula as they come in undefeated. 6-0-1 overall, 5-0-1 in conference. So that's sent forward for Collins. Collins is going to settle under it. Working against Saito. Though outlet. Knocked away, handball called. Like a ricocheted off the face of a Skagit player on the far end. And we'll have a kick to restart. Clock shows 81 minutes to play. Norman making a turn on it. Of course, 81st minute. We'll see how long the delay was as Latore keeps it alive, crosses it back post, no one home.
Well, he did a phenomenal job to keep that play alive. However, no one was able to be on the far back post side there. They had all ran towards the center of the box.
We're going to see a throw-in right in front of the Cards bench. Lights starting to take full effect. Lights were part of a 2008 upgrade to Wally Sigmar. They also upgraded the turf. They went from a natural surface to a beautiful turf pitch here. Of course, the field well used in the community. And a foul is going to be called. The bench imploring the referee to show another card as 2 bodies are down.
That's also about the 5th in that exact same spot where we've seen yet another free kick. Starts to make you wonder a little bit if the referee does need to say something here or at least caution the player.
We have seen our share of yellow cards, but none really in the second unless you count the one to Henderson, the head coach, 3 minutes into the half. Other than that, the yellow cards kind of
goalkeeper as well.
The goalkeeper as well, yeah, had that one. Right, the hard contact that was really Skagit's best opportunity positioning-wise as that's sent back post. Tanaka got a head on it. Ball still loose. Skagit trying to generate here. Trickles back towards the post and out.
It's going to be a corner, so they may not have won the score there just yet, but they've done a good job maintaining possession.
Ball sent into the 18, kept alive. Lewis. And it's going to be a foul called.
Skagit very much not happy with that foul call.
Very vocal displeasure coming from their bench area. So we're in the 84th minute. Worthy's goal kick. He's going to try and take as much time off as possible. Knocked forward, kept alive. Now it's Peninsula trying to turn and run. Here's Sandoval. He's going to take it wide. Back to Norman, pressure by Tanaka. Nice challenge by Skagit. They'll cut Centro. Cardinals trying to break out. Short field to do so. Longhurst in pursuit. Worthy is going to fly that out towards the huddle cam. And it's going to be out for a Cardinal throw. It's going to be Buckland on the ball. Heaves that forward. Lewis, nice pressure, able to knock it back to a teammate. And he's going to get the 1-2. Longhurst and Lewis will play pass. They'll swing back to the middle of the pitch. And again go far. Can Skagit generate one more chance? That's back post nearly in. The follow on the doorstep just can't convert.
Many chances that's forced them on their back heels, and they're just able by the skin of their teeth escaping yet again.
A substitution's going to come on here. As it was a substitution, the referee's going to pull that back. You think Peninsula is fairly content with that as the clock continues to tick. 86th minute, of course, we had it stopped for a couple minutes. So we'll see what the discretion is between the referee's clock and the clock on the scoreboard here at Wally Sigmar. It's sent just over the half line. Worthy does have quite the leg. They'll retreat back. There's Peninsula now. Good tackle right in midfield, right down the lane. It's Robbie Spain. He gives it up. Peninsula trying to crash in, and it's going to be a foul against the Pirates. Desperation time beginning to ensue for Skagit. Up forward to Lewis. Skagit's trying to make the turn and throw it in towards net. They've been right there. As it's Peninsula now, Sandoval. He gives it up and goes to ground off the ball. And they'll swing it to Saito. Flanked by Lewis. And they'll send it in near side. Jesper Lewis, he's into the area. And tried to lay it up. No one came for the touch. Tried to go with the give and go inside. So it's going to be a Peninsula goal kick as the clock continues to work against Skagit, now in the 87th. Longhurst. Zuniga. Now we'll find Longhurst again. The chip out over the line. They'll go quickly. Lewis trying to make the turn. Prevented. Ball still loose and finally cleared by Peninsula. Sandoval will try and carry it out. Pressure coming in. Able to step around.
Had a good cutback on that one.
He has numbers forward. Mo gives it away. And that's a foul going to be called against Mo here in the 88th. Whipped forward. Battle at mid-pitch. In the 89th minute, they'll play it back to Moithi. And Moithi flies that forward. Peninsula still looking on the attack. They'll possess on the outside and then fly it high. That time the catch net does its job. It's about 1 for 4 in the match.
Indeed.
After all that, we're going to see a Skagit goal kick. Reinforcements coming on for the Cardinals. Afraid the catch net is just a bit too low. Some of the howitzers that we've seen so far here in the match. Peninsula coming off a 3-0 win against Bellevue previously. They'll push their winning streak to 4 over their last 4 matches.
As we now go to referees' watch.
So, as you mentioned, yeah, stoppage time here. You'd assume, just like the first half, we had a pretty lengthy injury stoppage. And as well, the clock stopped briefly. So all be decided within stoppage time as that's cleared away. Both teams back in action this weekend. Here in what's going to become a very crowded NWAC North region. Of course, the result does hold Peninsula will the 7-0-1, 6-0-1 in the region. Schedule will drop to 3-4 in conference and 4-4 overall. As a foul is going to be called against Skagit. Don't forget, we have the women's match coming up next.
I hope they brought some hand warmers.
It should get a bit cooler now as you start to see some of the fog settle into the east of us. Temperature inversion coming in off the Cascades. So part of what makes the county so nice, Jacob, is mountains to the east, ocean to the west. So beautiful sunset here. Getting a free air show with a helicopter flying over as well. Have it all here at Sigmar. A Navy chopper flying overhead from Naval Station Everett, or Whidbey rather.
That would have been a little closer to me than you, I think, yes.
So here's Peninsula trying to fly one in themselves to add to their 2-goal lead. And instead it's going to be played out for a Pirate ball.
Very much could see this being the final couple moments here, as you can't end on a offensive possession. Though with the ball at the midfield, it should be
gonna go
any moment now, it feels.
Back into the scorer's area at mid-pitch. It was a game, the women's game scheduled for 7:15. You would assume that we'll have a bit of a delayed start. We'll have full broadcast coverage, though, right after this. Heaved in, just on the outside of the area. And booted right back up and out for a goal kick. Referee looking at his watch, the last waning seconds here, I believe, Jacob.
I can't believe that there's much more left, indeed.
Numbers getting forward for the Cardinals. They'll take it near, though. We'll try and get one more opportunity. Will they score just the season's 2nd goal against Peninsula?
That might even be considered a win here tonight, if they're able to.
Skagit trying to make the turn, guarded closely. And that's it. The final whistle will sound. Peninsula takes this one 2-0. They'll go to 7-0-1 overall, 6-0-1 in the region. Meanwhile, Skagit drops to 3-4 in conference and 4-4 overall. We're going to close things down and get ready for the women's match. On behalf of Jacob Gebner on color and camera, I'm Merrick Purnell. We'll be back with more soccer here on the NORPAC Sports Network.